everyone, make sure your volume is turned on. You can get something to write with and join me in writing out the words in French.
Hello everyone, we are going to go over our vocabulary words for ballet, level 1. Please join me and let's see what you can remember. All right, let's get started. Our first word is arabesque.
A-R-A-B-E-S-Q-U-E.
Arabesque. Do you remember what an arabesque is? Arabesque. Arabesques can be done various directions. Remember our 10 arabesques? These are all arabesques. Arms can vary to different positions, but those are all arabesques. There's a straight supporting leg and a pointed working leg. And the pointed working leg can be in different directions, and the supporting leg can be in different directions, and the arms can be in different directions. Those are all arabesques. Next word, assemblée. Assemblée. I don't use this term very much in class, so let's go over assemblée. You might not remember. So if you remember what a jeté is, an assemblée is very similar to a jeté, except instead of landing on one foot, you land on 2 feet. Assemblée. 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 And do you know what assemblée means? Assemblée means assemble. Next word, balancé.
B-A-L-A-N-C-E with an accent.
Balancé. I'm sure you know what balancé means. Balancé means balance. Balancé, 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 balancé. Again, the arms can vary. Okay. Balancé. Ballerina. Now that's not an actual step, but it's a term that I would like you to know. And I'm sure you all know what ballerina is. Ballerina is a female ballet dancer. Female ballet dancer. All right, our next word is battement.
B-A-T-T-E-M-E-N-T.
Battement. Battement is a tricky word. Okay, battement, we usually do at the bar, and if you remember what a battement is, go ahead and do it. If you forgot, this is a battement. Okay. It can be done, front and side and back. Battement. Do you remember what battement means? Battement means beat. Long word for a very short meaning, beat. So it's a beat and a beat and a beat and a beat. Battement. Next word. Next word is beret.
B-O-U-R-R-E-E accent.
Beret. Okay. Remember what the little accent means? That means your E's have the A sound in French. So if you have that little line over the E, it means you have to say it A. Beret. I'm sure you remember what a beret is. We do this a lot in class. So go ahead and do your beret if you remember. I'll give you a moment. For those of you who don't remember what a beret is, berets, straight knees, they can turn, they can go front, and they can go back, and they can go side. Just remember, when you go side, to not do them like this. Do not open, close, open, close, open, close. So this would be wrong. You don't want to do your berets like this. Okay? You want to do your berets where your legs never open. They stay closed the entire time. How do you do that and move? Well, you have to move the back leg and then close. Back leg moves and then close. So it's the back leg crisscrosses and then you close your legs. So quickly it looks like you're gliding across the floor. That's usually the most important on the side, because if you go front and back, you really don't have to worry about that opening, right? So your legs don't really open. But on the front and back, you want to make sure your legs aren't apart like this. Okay? You want to crisscross your legs really tight. Don't bend your knees like this. Okay? You might see ballerinas do bent knees like this on point shoes. Okay? That's a different kind of beret. The berets that we do in class with no point shoes, knees are straight, move from your hips, okay? Don't move from your knees. Move from your hips, okay? Get as high as you can up on your tippy toes, heels up as high off the floor as you can get them. So I said a lot on berets, huh? Berets are important because we do those a lot in class. Next word is Shinae.
C-H-A-I-N-E with an accent.
Shinae. Do you remember what Shinae means? I bet you do. Shinae in English means chain. Okay? So we usually use the phrase Shinae in Shinae turns, or in French it would be Shinae en tournant. Okay? En tournant just means turning. So you'll hear me say Shinae turns or Shinae en tournant. Okay? So we usually prepare first when we go across the floor and do our Shinaes. Arms in low third. Okay? And then we're going to step out and do our Shinaes in first position, not in second position. So first position Shinaes. And then we usually arabesque when we're done. Other way. Knees again, straight knees. Move from your hips. And I don't want to be off camera, so hopefully I'm not off camera. So avoid doing your Shinaes like this. This would be wrong. Okay? Another thing to watch is don't bend your knees. So if your knees are bent, it'll look bad. It'll look like this. Okay, you don't want to do that either. Okay? Another thing to watch is that your feet aren't low or your heels aren't low to the ground. You want your heels up as high as you can on Shinaes. So if your heels are low, it looks like you're flat-footed. So you don't want to Shinae like this. Okay? Don't Shinae with your heels really low. Okay, get up as tall as you can, really long, lengthen your body in ballet. Another thing to watch for Shinaes is your arms. So, when you're first learning Shinaes, you can go second first when you're first learning because it helps you turn. Second first, second first, second first, second first. But when you get better, you can just stay in first position like this. Okay, so move from your shoulders, okay, rather than your arms. Watch when you do your arms, okay, so watch that you don't look like this. with sloppy arms. Okay, watch that your arms are nice and placed. Second, first, second, first, second, first. That's why we practice that in warm-up. Okay. All right, the next word is changement.
Changement.
I bet you remember changement because we do that in our dance. So, changement, do you remember what changement means? It means change or changing, technically. When a word ends in ment, it usually means ing in English. So, changing, okay? Or we just say change sometimes. All right, so changement is usually referred to in our jumps or our sautés. And when you do a changement, we have to be in fifth when we start. And then we change our feet into the other fifth. Changement, 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 changement. Changing or change. I know you know this one too. Shah Stay.
Chasse accent.
Remember what Shah Stay means? Shah Stay means chase. Okay, so it's like your legs are chasing each other, one leg after the other, kind of kicking it out of the way. So when we do our chasses, it's usually across the floor, and we're going to step into it, and then our back leg is going to bump our front leg out of the way. So here's some chasses. Ready? And other way, and okay, chasse, chase. Another thing that's important on chasse, I forgot to mention, is when you land, don't ever land heel toe. In ballet, we almost always land toe ball heel. Okay? Toe ball heel when we land. So it's landing like this. Okay, but much faster, right? Toe ball heel, toe ball heel, toe ball heel. And always turn out. Okay, next we have coupe. Coupe.
Coupe accent.
Coupe. That one might be tricky. So coupe, do you remember what that means? Do you remember what it is? Go ahead and do it. Coupe, we usually do them at the bar, but they don't have to be at the bar. Coupe, coupe. What does coupe mean? It means cut. Cut. Coupe. Coupe fondue just means coupe melt. Okay, you'll often hear teachers say coupe fondue. Coupe fondue. Try to think of coupes as like a knife. Your foot's a knife and it's cutting your ankle. Coupe. Cut. 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 Coupe. Oh, this one's easy. I bet you know this one. Curtsy.
Courtesy.
Curtsy. All right, this one you probably learned when you were really little. Curtsy. Do you remember what it is? Go ahead and do it. Curtsy. Curtsy. If you have a skirt or a dress on, you can curtsy. Like that. Danseur.
Danseur.
Danseur. Now that's not a step. It's a word I want you to know. Do you remember what danseur means? Danseur means a male ballet dancer. Not female, but male. And you don't say it dancer, you say it danseur, the French way, danseur. Next word, dégagé.
Degage accent.
Dégagé. Do you remember what dégagé means? some of you remember, usually done at the bar, we do our dégagés. Dégagé, dégagé, dégagé. Dégagé, dégagé, dégagé. Dégagé, dégagé, dégagé. Dégagé, dégagé, dégagé. Do you remember what it means? It means disengage. So we're disengaging and re-engaging. Disengage, disengage, disengage. Disengage, disengage, disengage. Dégagé, dégagé, dégagé. Dégagé, dégagé, dégagé. All right, next one. I think this one's kind of easy. Let's see if you know it.
Demi.
Demi. Do you remember what demi means? Demi. Demi means half. So it can mean half in any way, shape, and form. Usually it's said with plie. So normally you'll hear demi plie, which means half a plie. It doesn't mean small, it doesn't mean little, which you think it means half. So half of a plie, demi plie. Demi plie. Petite is little. Demi is half. Another place you might hear the word demi is in demi détourné. Remember at the bar when we finish and I say demi détourné? Half a turn. That's what demi détourné means. Half of a turn. Demi détourné. Next word, derrière.
Derriere.
What does derrière mean? I think you might know, because we go over it every single week. Derrière means back, or your back. Okay, it could mean back of the back, meaning motion back, or it could mean back, meaning your back leg. So you'll hear tendu derrière, or arabesque derrière. Okay, so if you hear the word derrière, it means to the back. Okay, what's the opposite of derrière? Do you remember? Devant. Okay, so devant, it would be to the front. Derrière would be to the back. And I think you might remember that because we go over that every single week in our mat warm-up, which we just talked about. Devant.
Devant.
Remember, these words are all in French, so they're spelled a little differently than we spell things in English, right? So it's not devant. Their T's are silent. Like ballet isn't ballet. T's are silent, okay? So devant. And we just went over devant. Devant means front, okay? Devant is front, derrière is back. All right, the next word is développer.
Developpe accent.
All right, so développer, or you might hear it développer, depending on the teacher. So développer or développer. And what does développer mean? It's almost exactly the same in English. Just to give you a hint, développer means develop. Oh, that one's an easy one. So if you remember what a développé is, we do it at the bar usually, and we develop our leg. We develop it like so. Okay? Remember our points that we have to hit in a développé. So our développé, we have to hit half point or demi point, coupe, draw it up to retiré, and then go into attitude, and then extend, and then tendu, and fifth. Now, of course, we don't chop it up like that, right? We don't go da, 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 because we look like a robot, right? We want to smooth it out. We still hit those positions, but we smooth out all of those positions. I will say them. Demi point, coupe, retiré, attitude, extend, hondu, fifth. Demi point, coupe, retiré, attitude, extend, and fifth. Échappé. I think you'll know this one because we do it in the dance.
E-C-H-A-P-P-E accent.
Échappé. Do you remember what an échappé is? I think you do because it's in the dance, right? So échappés usually start from a fifth position. They don't have to. They can start from first, but usually they start from fifth. And when we do our échappé, we're going to switch our fifth. So échappé is, do you remember? Go ahead and do it. Échappé. 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 Échappé, 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 échappé. All right, do you remember what échappé means? Escape. Okay? Échappé means escape. So think of your legs escaping from each other, and then they come back together. They make up, and then they break up, and they escape, and then they come back together. So your legs are escaping, and then rejoining again. So échappé, escape. Élevé, or you might hear it pronounced élevé. Élevé.
E-L-E-V-E accent.
Okay? Élevé. What is an élevé? So élevé. Don't get élevé confused with relevé. Those are two different things. Do you remember the difference? So we have élevé, which is straight up without bending the knees, and straight down without bending the knees. So, élevé, 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 élevé. Don't bend the knees, okay? Unlike relevé, where relevés bend and then go up. Bend and then go up, okay? They're different, right? Remember? So, do you remember what élevé means in English? It means elevate, like an elevator. Elevator goes up, elevator goes down. Elevator goes up, elevator goes down. Oh, this is an easy one. Fini. Fini.
F-I-N-I.
Fini means finished. Finished. Done. End. The end. Fini. Finished.
I figured that would be a good place to end part 1 of our Ballet Terms 1. See you in the next video. Bye.